beginning of the round. They'll leave the bomb in a place where it can be rotated either way. So it looks like Team Spirit will send out some scouts and look for an opportunity and maybe capitalize based on that. In the meantime, DreamEaters more or less have 4 people towards this B bomb site. For us, have a quick look, and we've got that Cloud9-esque pop flash. There was a pistol run I used to run, which I made a video of way back when, the major winning Cloud9 squad. Lovely pop flash towards the window. Had a very strong round against NIP of old with that, but it's all in the past now.
Rounds like this kind of scare me with Team Spirit, where you kind of like peak with one guy here or there, and because if you lose one of those players, which is reasonable, because the USPs can one-shot you from some of these ranges, then all of a sudden you give up one of your potential advantages, which is the numbers, and you need the numbers to close the distance to get the bomb down. And I can see Chopper now. He's going to be able to take down Sviat. So they've been just chilling, just waiting, and it looks like DreamEaters have been very active, and that has been what Team Spirit have been able to punish here. So 4v5 for DreamEaters to try to rectify, but the bomb's not down yet, so still plenty of opportunity left for them.
Got a picked up the bomb and made their way in. It's going to be too late. It's going to go behind, but Sofik with no Kevlar is going to eat a lot of it, but they still have 4 players alive, and this is it's a very pokey-proddy, unusual pistol round we've seen so far. Smoke towards connector, and it's planted. They could even rotate Sofik, for example. They could even rotate towards mid. Since it's planted for that position, we've got 3 players in jungle for Team Spirit. How on earth are DreamEaters going to get back into this one? They still have a player on the B bomb site for some reason. Maybe looking for that kind of Virtus Pro-esque rotation from a player through apartment. It's not the case, though. Kinky creates some space. Kradsman with a defuse kit. Kinky's going to take one. There goes Krad and Forrester, all in quick succession. And this is going to be a solid pistol round in the end for Team Spirit. Again, sent the scouts out, left the bomb in the rotation spot, got a pick A, went A, won the round.
Yeah, it worked out really well, really clean in the end.
I will say, sorry Dan, I will say, especially for the people at home, if you plant the bomb on the A bomb site, note how they had 3 players push jungle. They took CT rotation area away from the CTs as opposed to like abandoning the site and all going ramp or something and giving the CTs the whole site to make their way back into, which makes it a lot harder for them to do their job. So aggression after planting the bomb helped them win the round.
And now it's going to be interesting because, DreamEaters, we're going to see them actually not start off with the advantage. And I felt like, having the advantage before, they were able to get so much momentum from it. And now we get to see, what they do when everything's going wrong. And on the Mirage, you can do all sorts as soon as you get into that, to get the economy going and you get into the AWP territory. But it's a little bit difficult if you're playing against a team that knows how to play these anti-ecos and anti-force buys. Seems you're working middle here. There is a connector set up for DreamEaters. They've got Kinky in there. 5-7, he's able to get one. Oh my god, he's got himself a second one. This is kind of nuts.
Still holding his ground as well. In fairness, he doesn't know if it's safe to fall back or not, but if you can fall back, he manages to do it with good timing. That's pretty good. It would be crazy for him to try and pick up one of these weapons in that mid position, but I was going to say, like 1 or 2 years ago and beyond that time, you'd often see a team on anti-eco or anti-force buy in mid, just getting wrecked in the mid position, kind of standing around there for too long. I mean, they played it well with the pop flash and so on. The 5-7 just won the duel on this day. The second frag, though, was a nice surprise for DreamEaters. Do they have anybody spotting this position? Well, there is some info for Krad. Lands a shot. That makes things even worse. Team Spirit moving into a triangle of doom. Just allowing his teammates to bait off of him. There's another 5-7 kill, but maybe not this position to be had if they can get that. They can't. No, not even a plant for Team Spirit. An early disaster after Train is going the same way on Mirage.
Yeah, it's kind of a problem. One of the things that makes me afraid for Spirit is that on Train, I feel like there was plenty of chances for them to have their players shine, but the only person that shined was Idis Balance, and we didn't see Coldy shine, we didn't see Chopper shine, and we saw Sofik. I feel like Sofik struggles right now individually. Now it looks like he's taken up the in-game leading mantle, so yeah, it feels like DreamEaters individually are having a better day of things, and that could be a problem. If Idis Balance is not able to be the great equalizer.
What we've seen from Train is that Team Spirit really struggle when something goes wrong at the beginning of a round like that. I don't know if it's hesitation or just a lack of decisiveness or what it is, but again, on that round on Train where there was an AWP and a rifle and a bunch of pistols, as soon as it was 4 versus 5, I expected him to lose the round. Got some forward plays from Crad, not going to peek too much. There's no smoke, I don't believe, for this position, but there are flashbangs, and he's got the information despite not getting enough frags. 2 more players spotted on the ramp. I don't know if they saw the bomb. It seems a bit further back, but that is quite the clue. If you see 2 players towards A at the beginning of the round, generally speaking, it isn't an indicator that it's going to be an A play, so even without seeing the bomb, they've got the information. Team Spirit could rotate at this point, but they're just jiggling. Sophic still got a smoke flash and a HE grenade. But Chopper's just going to run out with the AK-47. No one's behind him. They're still on the ramp at the moment. He's got an AK. They need to support him and trade, but he's just gone deep. And again, it's weird. Buses are supposed to come all at the same time, but it seems it's just one. And the rest are stuck in the station. So that was the other players need to swarm the site or need to play off of him somehow. Chopper makes his way almost to jungle with the AK, and his teammates are still ramp with pistols and an SMG or something. So I don't really understand what that was.
Yeah, I don't know.
Look at the radar, they're miles away.
I do not know.
You've got to get through the choke point. You can't hesitate in the choke point.
They didn't have any utility to help them out either, so... Yeah, it's a very strange situation. Almost looked like they just didn't see any other better way.
I cannot for the life of me figure out what the aim of that was.
Alright, well, they will be deflected from the B apartments there. Full Glock save. DreamEaters look just, as I mentioned, just poised to take this right now. Team Spirit are showing some weakness, and DreamEaters are there punishing everything.
I would agree, man. Punish GG bet for those odds. I'd love to see what they are now. I'll request an update because they've been pretty heavy on DreamEaters as an underdog. But just the way Team Spirit are playing, I feel like they're defeating themselves at the moment.
The balcony bursts into 3 players, so DreamEaters will have no issue stopping the plant coming down here. Oh, will they even get out of the apartments? Answer is no. Easy 4K for Krad.
He's in good spirits again. And things are going so well for them. Just the indicators, the nature of the rounds is very, very promising as far as they're concerned. And Team Spirit, are you on the server, lads? Looks like he's connecting one of the players because they've been missing for a while.
Yeah, I just balance. Can't have something go wrong for his setup. He's the only one that showed a great individual display in the first map.
That round where Chopper jumps to jungle is so confusing to me because I feel like, again, like we saw when he had 2 rifles and 3 pistols on Train towards the B bomb site, using the pistols to wide swing to get the information where players are and use the rifle to create some space. Wasn't any of that. Literally everybody with bad guns was just standing in the choke points, 1 palace, 2 ramp, and the AK almost bunny hops to jungle. Nobody could swarming shadow because you can peek somebody from the shadow position if you're there. For example, especially with the sound cues of him just jumping there, so it's very confusing.
Yeah, it definitely looks like also for DreamEaters, they do have a lot more energy in their side of the cab. You know, with Mechano gun there, just going just nuts. Lots more energy there. Big push coming into A. Don't even really have time to build it up. It's just a straight rush, and they've been wiped out. The bomb's lost. Everything's lost. Unspawn says an AWP, no Kevlar. He's having to try to reset the situation. Chopper is alone in connector, of course, and oh god. This is kind of an issue, especially due to the fact that if Team Spirit die now, they might concede an AWP to the CTs, an additional one. I don't know yet if DreamEaters will be happy to play double AWP on this map or not, but it will be an option potentially.
I think the opportunist second AWP is cool on maps like this.
Yeah.
We saw maps like teams like Flipside back in the day try to force the double AWP, but if you can, rather than it being your primary strat, I think if you can just pick up that second AWP when there's an opportunity, I think that's a lot more healthy for your money at least. Okay, angle's gone now for that sniper. Chopper's going to creep around the corner. There are players all over the A bomb site, and Disbalance is nowhere near the bomb. 1 versus 4. You can see the expression on his face. He's like, well, can't do anything now. Team Spirit have not turned up to this match yet. This entire series, I feel like.
No, they haven't.
The thing is, as terrible as this looks right now from their perspective, we're still only 5 rounds into this map. So this is fixable, but I don't know what has been switched off that needs to be switched back on again for Team Spirit to show us something.
Yeah, it's. I mean, one of the things that really sucks too is that if it takes them, let's say, like a half to really get going, well, the problem is that on the CT side of Mirage, once you get going, like in DreamEaters, they're in that position. Once they really start firing off on all cylinders, they could very easily get 12+ rounds. You know, it's the CT side of Mirage can snowball, and I'm quite curious if Team Spirit are going to be able to offer anything up here now.
Look at the money of the CTs. Look at their money when Team Spirit are on eco.
Yes. Yep. There we go. Idis Balance getting into the mix. The only proper gun here in this round. The only 2 players on the team, even with Kevlar. And that's a good way to start things off. So DreamEaters must treat this round very seriously.
He has a flash. He's got the only utility in this round. Maybe being top mid, he can use a pop flash to let somebody have a look in the connector position. Other than that, something needs to be done. We can see that Forrest has taken an aggressive angle in response. He's given his team some more map control, some information, by being very deep towards the B-bomb site. You can see Sviat's taking the gun away in case there is a boost later on. He may not be able to protect this position. So he will crawl. That may keep somebody in CT spawn. That's where he will stand for the time being. So it looks like Team Spirit are going to come in for the boost. They've got a minute on the clock. There's unlikely to be a peak in the mid position. DreamEaters can focus on holding the choke points, defending the bomb sites. But now they've got 4 players and they've got to cover the mid window, connector, ramp, and palace. They're going to be really compromised in how they defend the A bomb site. So that might be favorable for Team Spirit. We can see Coldie's in the palace position. And there's a smoke up for DreamEaters and they'll get into more aggressive angles. But there's a nasty surprise for Kinky coming very, very soon. Because to his left is Sotfik. And now we've got stereo frags, Team Spirit, and everything turns around.
Yeah, they've managed to create quite a strong situation for themselves. And it might be autosave right now because, I mean, even though DreamEaters have a lot of money, it's, I mean, surely unrealistic for them to win this round. There's the first kill for them. Maybe Forrester will try to commit what he can to see if he can get something done here. Flashing his way forward. The AWP is such a problem in situations like this, though. The AWP is towards connector right now. Feed comes in. Forrester actually had that Molotov right about now. He'll get taken down as well. So much in the way of money picked up here for Team Spirit. However, the money's still pretty good for DreamEaters, so they have a lot of work ahead of them. And we're going to have to see some reliable gun rounds from them. And that's what's been missing so far. So it's a nice little one to pick up, but the story is not over yet.
Look how they've calmed down. Where's your bravery, GG Bet? We had much bigger numbers before. Now they've gone down to 2.19. They're terrified now. So Team Spirit, I mean, everything could change for them now. They just picked up, they got so much bonus money from that particular round, and it was quite expensive for DreamEaters. I think DreamEaters was maybe trying to take some weapons away towards the end, just thin the numbers so they can't pick up too many rifles. That didn't go so well. I like this boost, but I don't think he's going to get anything anytime soon. We've got some aggression elsewhere. We've got double boost, actually, and that's going to pay off. All of a sudden, everything could really change here for Team Spirit. Early 5 versus 4. Playing passive, looking for some more aggression, and sometimes there's been that from DreamEaters, but maybe not this time. Might not feel like they have position to do that. Team Spirit need to play their time well. We saw how they played the time on train. It didn't work out for them. DreamEaters still have 3 smoke grenades. So this could be an issue, but if Speedak scopes in, he will be heard by Chopper, who's just, sorry, by Sun Young, who's on the wall on the other side. You can see he seems to be aware of that possibility. Some presence top mid from Team Spirit. And most of the smokes have been used up now. Forrester could potentially smoke something. There's a nice pop flash from Sviat. I think Connector could be re-smoked as well. That would be a huge problem. A tag through the box. They don't need to win the fight on mid. They could just fall back and delay Team Spirit a bit because they have time issues. 35 seconds. The CTs haven't seen a bomb just yet, but they have reasonable map control.
Yeah, Young needs to... Oh, okay, it looks like he's going to actually wait for his teammates. I thought that he was going to try to make a lurk play whilst his teammates were in middle, but instead he is waiting for the teammates. And looks like DreamEaters are wise to this. The time, as you mentioned, a huge problem. Speedak actually missing a pretty critical shot there, and that's going to mean that Forrester goes down. So they might just be able to plant this bomb in time. Yes, just about. Speedak tries to get himself out of trouble there, retreating back to the short position, and it looks like Team Spirit will turn this around just in the last moments. And entry frag was so critical on the bomb side. If there was any delay to be had there, it would be round over. But
I think it's time to give this one up, guys.
Yeah, I was about to say, Speedak's still going for it. What's going on?
Yeah, he missed a crucial shot through the window position.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm kind of dying. Give me a second. Okay, he missed a crucial shot in the window, which maybe would have made the difference. But again, talking about momentum and the swing of the pendulum, we could see a completely different half now to what we saw at the beginning. Team Spirit went missing, but they're slowly draining the funds of DreamEaters. They can still buy around what they have, but it won't last forever.
Yeah, DreamEaters aren't perfect, and we've seen that they have had a lot of their troubles on the CT sides generally. So full buy comes back in for them, and they have pretty much spent everything now, just only with Speedak with any amount of money. So if they want to keep themselves in a position where they can stay ahead, they need to make this round count. And then we're moving towards the apartments with a couple of players.
Look at A-Ramp. DreamEaters going for a very forward play in A-Ramp immediately, but I don't know if they'll go beyond this. This is like the MIBR YouTube strat they're setting up at the moment, you can see. But, oh, it seems Crad is going to get a little more curious. They don't have all the grenades in the world. So we'll keep an eye on the radar and see how deep they go. Forrest is going to be forced from his position, or he'll put the smoke up. This planet's not quite hitting the mark there, and it seems they'll back off from the B-bomb site, but... Well, they've got a lurker towards A in Chopper, and Coldie is just keeping the CTs honest towards top mid, and maybe they've been deterred from their forward plays after that kill over the smoke with a boost from Team Spirit earlier on. And now they head to A. There isn't that much information in mid for DreamEaters. We've got Speedak creeping in connector, but I don't know if he's going to be brave enough to look top mid. In fact, he is. So he won't see anything there. So it'll be guesswork if it's A or B at the moment for DreamEaters. And all 5 of Team Spirit are towards the A bomb site.
And here comes the set piece onto the A site. DreamEaters, I don't know how ready they are for this. That is a really big frag. If Kinky was able to get that one, it would be instrumental. But instead, now it looks like they're just tumbling like a house of cards. And no one's able to really offer up anything here for DreamEaters.
That's it.
And once again, Team Spirit, when they decide to run into a bomb site, they are having a lot of success. And I think one of the issues there, James, was it looked like DreamEaters, after getting the information that they had in middle and so on, and just seeing that they didn't seem to preemptively position themselves to what was either a B explosion or an A set piece.
I think that they're not in position to retake A if a push comes in towards A. Crad was basically hiding in a ninja position, but if you make your way into Sandwich as a T, you can see the player hiding in ninja, and that happened, and he got taken out after his teammate was eliminated. And beyond that, there's not much else left for DreamEaters. Speedak's got 5k in the bank, so maybe he pulls out another AWP. But around that, there might not be all the weapons in the world. Again, DreamEaters, they went pretty forward on A ramp, but didn't want to risk looking for too much. And obviously, you'd expect a lurker to be somewhere on A, be it ramp or palace. So here we go. Maybe some confidence for Team Spirit. Much needed confidence as well. We've got a tactical pause for DreamEaters. They just didn't have the information, but didn't have the position on the A bomb site to really deal with so many players charging in there. They're pretty much guaranteed to die, I think, if like there's a 4 or 5 man push with those positions. So maybe that's something to talk about, how they want to approach and execute towards the A bomb site and why that wouldn't work. When the grenade started to come in, whoever was in the shadow position just ran up the ladder and was in a very awkward fight with Chop. Had to kind of pre-fire around the corner. That's not really how you want to be starting a defense of the A bomb site. So they may have to rethink their positions in that respect.
Right, right. Yeah, it didn't look too solid at all. So we have ourselves Team Spirit equalizing things, 4-4. DreamEaters finally struggling on the money, but they have, of course, some weaponry to work with here. Most notably, that's AWP. And Team Spirit just holding their positions in middle now. And DreamEaters not really in a spot to do too much. Fiat doesn't have any support if he was to try to tackle this mid-take. So instead he has to just fall back. And they've completely voided connector now as well. So typically if you do that, if you have an AWP ticket, it's okay. But they don't have any, like there's actually nothing to stop Team Spirit from walking up connector right now.
I think the big problem here is that the only aggression we see from DreamEaters is with a USP on Crad.
Yeah.
He's got information, but they need to get the AWP in an aggressive position to defend. And that is happening now. As we can see, SpeedX made his way through apartments. But now the AWP is shown towards B. He needs to rotate towards A. Somehow Krad's got a USP kill on Chopper towards the A bomb sites. We've got pushes on both sides. Where are the remaining 3 players? Fiat with his angle. This might just work out. Now he can allow his teammate to bait off of him. They're going to combine for another kill. And there's no response from Team Spirit whatsoever. Absolutely wrecked. All the rifles taken away by the CT side.
Yeah, that was quite surprising, wasn't it? It looked like it was going to be a similar story where you have the CTs just kind of chilling for too long and not playing proactive Counter-Strike, and then they would just kind of get taken advantage of. But I like that they actually managed to take some initiative here, and that's what won them the round.
I think Team Spirit's anti-ecos they're a red flag. Their anti-ecos and anti-force buys are a red flag in this particular series. They were problematic on Train, and they are also problematic on Mirage. Fell to absolute pieces. They've gifted DreamEaters a lot of weaponry. They go 2 AWPs, but Young is angry. Charging through, looking for a 2K. A worthy attempt at a second frag. And it won't cause too much of a rotation. Krad's in CT spawn, but they seem unsure, DreamEaters, as to what's going on at the moment. And Chopper's now taken a forward position in place of his teammate, looking for a peek. This is a gamble if he just hops up here without a flashbang. There's a HE, but no flash just yet. And Krad's moving away. He doesn't have a flash, actually, so I don't think Fiat will be jumping on this barrel.
Krad's rotating to A. This is not good for Fiat. He's going to be so alone here. Oh man, he didn't even get a reload in earlier, so he's only got 19 bullets also. He's going to have so many people coming his way. They only have 1 Molotov, and it's not going to go into his position. Oh, he might be able to get good damage if he had more bullets, James. Only if he had more bullets. Maybe he could have gotten another kill there at least. But there is still a chance here, of course, for DreamEaters on the rotation into the bomb site, given the fact. But they're on a double AWP retake into B. That's not normally all that fun.
I have a few questions after this round, but let's see what happens. Krad's going to take Sotfik out around the bomb site. We've got Disbalance creeping. Coley, how does he play this with 1 HP? He's got to know that grenades are coming. Disbalance holding the door. Sees a little of someone, and SpeedX just walks out. That's not quite going to work out. Disbalance hasn't shown his position just yet. Creeping around the smoke. He's got the sound cues, and he's seen the player as well. He's behind Kinky, touches the bomb, looking all the wrong ways, and there is a clutch for Disbalance. So DreamEaters put 3 people deep. They committed 3 of the 4 people towards the B bomb site with a passive angle and no information towards B. Krad was the second player on the B bomb site. He had a smoke grenade, then he decided to rotate towards A. I mean, if you want to try and encourage your opponent to go into your stack, then he could have used his smoke on the apartments, and then maybe his teammate could have had a better position towards the B bomb site. I mean, he did pretty good, all things considered, but I feel like he could have just thrown his smoke towards B to encourage the Spirit to go towards A. But anyway, Sviat is getting aggressive top mid. They're not going to be deterred by the previous transgressions. Krad's behind the boxes now. There could be more grenades. There's more utility for sure. Krad's going to be forced into the open. He's got a double peek. He'll stand his ground and die. And Sviat's here to look at more damage. Sotfik and this Disbalance in the red. Again, Team Spirit, it's a 4 versus 4, so it's not a 4 versus 5, which we saw them struggle with on Train. But I do wonder how hesitant they'll be in this situation. They've got no smokes, they've got flashes and mollies. And it might be a fast one in towards B.
Yeah, back to B, but this time Siad is offering a quick flank in response. And I don't know if Team Spirit will be ready for that. Artist Balance is in the back there, but he's holding a nade, and this timing for Sviat is absolutely perfect. Oh, he might just get all of them. That is big damage. That's enough damage. There is a huge amount of problems right now, but that's a nice frag from Chopper, but now it's all down to Samdai Young. He's only got, well, he's got 9 HP, so that's going to be a struggle. He's got the bomb down, and looks the wrong way. Unfortunately, Kinky finds a good timing, and Sviat, the real hero of the round, though, with finding that incredible timing on the flank. And DreamEaters back in it.
Yeah, it's been a little back and forth. Obviously, I think for me, the story is that Team Spirit have been struggling to get momentum, get coordination. And when they get put into an early disadvantageous situation, they struggle to find a way out of it. But the score is still close. And we won't know really who that favors until we see the form of both teams on as they swap sides. But for now, it's going to be Chopper with the hero AK-47 and a bunch of pistols behind. One Deagle, that's the only notable pistol. Chopper's going to get his bell rung immediately for just light damage, but followed up by a Speedak. This balance will rescue the AK-47. We'll see what they can do. With all that focus towards the A bomb site, Cold is going to gamble towards Connector. Don't know if anyone's spotting it just yet. Okay, Kinky's going to have a look. Not see much of anything, and we've got Crad in a position where he would hear the players if they were running top mid. That's a lot of info. They don't know, I'm assuming, if... I don't think he came from Palace, but either way, one of those things is clear. In the meantime, Cody's flanking Sviat. He better get out of this pretty quickly because Cody's just around the corner with a Glock. We've got boost towards a short position. Speedak won't see this. Cody in jungle now, but what can they... There's no perfect play for them. In fact, the entire A bomb site has been abandoned. 1 minute on the clock, and DreamEaters shouldn't have too much trouble dealing with this.
This is such a weird situation, because there's a world where maybe going back to A would be pretty strong, but they will move into the grinder, not really much to do. And I'll just sort of think, left alone. Here he goes for the EA play. Can't make it though. Crad is there to stop him. It's been interesting because the T side here so far for Spirit, it's been really, they've been playing really slow rounds, like very, very, very slow rounds, generally speaking, and not applying a huge amount of pressure in too many positions. And so I do wonder if DreamEaters would not just get a lot of mileage by playing a little bit more aggressive and proactive in the early to mid phases, just because Team Spirit have, in a lot of rounds, been giving them a lot of space. But
well, they have,
as I say that,
push top mid.
Now they're going pretty aggressive here.
Yeah,
pretty fast.
I mean, DreamEaters have had a number of rounds where they pushed top mid and they flanked and so on. And I feel like these are things we weren't seeing for them in the horrible CT rounds that we've seen in the previous matches of this tournament. So I think maybe they've leveled up their level of risk on the CT side, considering how bad it was anyway. They don't really have anything to lose, considering how it was going. And maybe that's catching Team Spirit off guard. Maybe it's not what I expected looking at the previous matches of DreamEaters. That could be an issue for them. But then it's down to you to adjust. Again, DreamEaters are, on paper, 3 times worse than Team Spirit if you look at the rankings, so you've got to have a plan B. But what is the plan for Team Spirit? They've got 1 flash and 1 smoke on Samdai, and that is about it.
Yeah, walking back into the A play. Oh, Crad spotting 1. That's good information. Can they hold this time? They've been struggling to hold these A rushes, but as you say, there's not nearly as many nades. Good position here for Crad. Lots of damage done. Only 1 kill though. They need to hit their shots. It's a bit laboured there for Sviat, and these kills, they aren't coming easily enough for DreamEaters. They're just not hitting their shots, and now there's a huge opportunity here, even better for Team Spirit. Not like this, not again, James.
Yeah, that was a complete mess around the A bomb site. Crad was left alone in the firebox position. Sviat went to look to see if anybody was boosting in the window from jungle area, just as 3 players came out of Palace. So they had position because nobody was watching at that time, and spread all over the site, and then it was just a catastrophe after that. Very unlikely situation, but yeah, the holds have not, I mean, the flanks and the pushes have been promising from DreamEaters, but the holds of the A bomb site have definitely not.
Yeah, they're just not hitting their shots. They're not able to win these battles quickly, and there's just, you know, you can't be committing 10 bullets to kill someone like that, for example. Like, you need to be able to get the kills much more quickly.
I think they need an AWP on A. like from CET or something, because holding from the site has just not been a thing for DreamEaters from what I can see. See them buying up once again. Money has been sapped for DreamEaters after a round such as that. So let's see what they're able to do with this. Last 2 rounds of the first half. Plenty of utility this time for Team Spirit. Let's not forget they charged the A-bomb site with a flash and a smoke, and that's it. DreamEaters looking for information, maybe. No, just a smoke grenade. Trying to get max value out of it. Kinky creeping in Palace. Big frag for Chopper. Oh, Team Spirit have got that desired 5v4, but we've got players, again, Krad's racing up the ladder when the grenades start to come in. So he's kind of conceding his position in that respect. And DreamEaters have fully committed to the A-bomb site. Fully committed down. It's a Mormon marriage.
Yeah, this is interesting. I thought they were going to go straight to the B apartments, just into B. But they're going in through connector here. So this is actually kind of funny because it will actually end up benefiting DreamEaters enormously, as they would have been out of position for B. So this is working out for DreamEaters, just holding. Sotvic going for the peak, and there it is. There's that AWP ticket that we talked about. Some big problems for Fiat. They're able to get some kills from the Savage position, and it looks like DreamEaters should be good to go here. However, still chance for Idis Balance to turn things around with the AWP. He's got about 30 seconds to try to find the kills or get the bomb down. And I don't know if DreamEaters know where he's coming from. What are they looking like positionally? I mean, they can, at this point as well, given where the bomb is.
There's no way he frags both.
Yeah, they just let him pick up the bomb and try to go for a plant. He can't. He doesn't have time to run to B, and they know it. So they just have to wait for him to punch the numbers in, or that works too.
That's a very. It's an unusual round. It's an unusual round. A 4-man stack of the A-bomb site pretty quickly. T's rotate away, but gravitate back again, and such is life. So much information Speedak catches there as well. Yeah, I feel like they needed an AWP in this position as an adjustment earlier on, the way the defenses of the A-bomb site were going, but matters not too much just yet. There's only 1 round to fight for now, in this half, that is. So it's still pretty close. I mean, score-wise, it's still pretty close. I feel like DreamEaters have looked like the team who are more focused at the moment. But it's still a wide-open game of Mirage. We have no idea what to. Well, I have no idea what to expect in the second half. It could be dramatically different. Forrester, my middle namesake, with 3 kills at the moment.
Doing you justice.
Yeah, he is, yeah. On point of my HLTV stats.
Walked into that one. All right. So, again, as you say, it's hard to know what to expect. There's been a bunch of rounds where I'm like, DreamEaters should absolutely 100% win this round, and it's not exactly what happens. So I'm hesitant to make any predictions. Sunday Young looking to get quite aggressive here. And Nate is going to find some decent damage onto him. In the meantime, Team Spirit are actually making the bomb rotate towards the A-bomb side. So they're going for the fake, and it's actually looking like it might work here because the A-bomb site's been abandoned. They've not seen the bomb anywhere yet.
There's too many smokes, they can't see anything at all.
Oh my god, and that's the best way to sell a fake, is to get a kill, and they're planting on A. Oh no, James, are they going to win this round?
Krad's on the stairs though, but he is surrounded. There's a player in connector, there's a player ramp, there's a player on site, and there's a player CT. And he's just like, oh dear, that's a complete disaster. I'll talk about an over-rotation. Really rough situation for DreamEaters. Even before the grenade started streaming in, Speedak seemed convinced it was going to be the B bomb site. It was pretty deep, but they have to go for it. It is the last round, and there are still 2 players with pistols here for Team Spirit, so position is key as far as they are concerned. Only Kinky's got a kit. There's a smoke for him, but I don't expect a smoke defuse to be a thing at the moment. Chopper is standing by the fireboxes. That bomb is so far ticked, they're not even close to getting on it. They're just still looking for the frags at the moment. Don't worry about Tetris Guy, because he can't stop you from defusing. Pistol to finish off the job, and it is close to half-time, 7-8.
Yeah, crazy half. Didn't go how we expected it. We'll have to find out what the result will be after the break.
And it's time for the teams to switch sides. What will it look like in the second half? I really don't know. I really don't know. It's hard to tell. It's very erratic, unusual game in the first half. Lots of hard rotation from the CT side. Underwhelming play from Team Spirit. Lots of unusual things going on, but maybe it will change in the second half.
Maybe it will. Maybe it won't. Who knows? No one knows. It's hardest thing to predict that I've ever seen, James. Like, do not envy the people that have put the monies on the game. Now, DreamEaters obviously winning train by surprise. Team Spirit seem to have woken up a little bit here on the second map, but there's still a long road ahead of them. And the pistol, we'll see Team Spirit on that CT side now. And the Mirage is coming in. There's 4 players here to defend this defense for Team Spirit. But can they hit the shots? That's what it's about so far. Looking not so good. Ooh. 3 kills quickly going the way of DreamEaters. And now the reload coming in will make a horrible time for this balance. It's all up to Coldy now, but he'll get smacked down by Crad. And that is a very important pistol to pick up because it really felt like on the CT side, the DreamEaters were not able to really take initiative. They were not able to assert themselves on the game.
I feel like nothing's going the way of Team Spirit at the moment. I think Sotfik is in such a strong position there that I think almost all the time you're getting more out of it than he did. Hard to know if he peaked too early. I don't know what the comms are like and how many people he thought were maybe going out of the window instead of the balcony, but sometimes you're going to get 1 or 2 from that position, but such is life. Team Spirit moving through the Palace area, and it's DreamEaters' turn to show us what their anti-force buy looks like. Spirit have been very aggressive towards the Palace position. Might be hard to get around those corners, and against a CZ, for example, you might not want to try like a jumping Mac 10 or something, because you could just eat a lot of bullets, but they're going to re-aggress. Sotfik is jiggling with his knife out, actually. You'll spot him going back. He's going to go for the duel, actually. He rings the bell and finishes Forrester off. He knows another one is in there. In the meantime, DreamEaters look to go towards top mid. So at least Palace has been taken, which denies them of information. It cost them a player, but it's still a worthwhile play in that. It's going to make it less likely that you are running into a stack.
Yeah, it was pretty bold to go for that aggression into the Palace around all those tight corners. And they're going to be going in towards A here. Team Spirit will try to get some information towards A ramp. They don't see anything, so it looks like they're starting to think that it will be B, which is really good news for DreamEaters. They need to get that kill onto Chopper though. Smoke onto jungle, another important piece to the puzzle here as they make their way towards the A bomb side. Hopefully they have some more utility to use correctly. Although the position of Chopper is dangerous, but he's not able to get anything, and it's looking good now for DreamEaters. They will lose 1, but they have the bomb side, they have the bomb plant. Oh, this is a problem though. Will they expect Sotfik to? They saw players in Palace before. He's done big damage, James.
Yeah, that's what I was seeing on the radar, but the bomb was planted in a good spot where it'll be hard for him to do anything about it. Young running around. Kraz only got 4 HP by the fireboxes. Where's the other player? There he is, and they will just about survive. So many chances for Anarchy around the smoke grenades on the A bomb site, but it didn't quite work out that way. And DreamEaters. Oh, there's golf claps. Can hit him from here. That's a good anti-force buy from them, and they're in a really strong spot. This is really worrying for Team Spirit. We haven't seen strength from them in this map. We hadn't seen strength from them on the previous map either, and they're the heavy favorite. Again, they're ranked 26 or about there versus 75 for DreamEaters. So this is quite shocking at the moment.
Right, Cody spotted in mid-window. Yeah, it is a bit shocking. Kinky working the B apartments as well with the UMP. A couple players spotted aggressively here towards a ramp. And they will lose the Mac 10, but that's fine. It's a Mac 10 is expendable, and they've made inroads here towards the bomb side. Stink comes in there for some epic damage onto Kinky, but he should survive. And they got the bomb site, so the bomb can be planted, and that's cool. You're all good. As soon as you get the bomb down, and you have a couple, 2-3 players to work with, you're fine in rounds like this. There's no kids to be offered up or anything like that. So DreamEaters will be moving to 11 shortly. It's a question of whether or not Coldy and SDY could potentially get an extra bit of damage here, but there's no real reason for that to occur. And there's no real reason for DreamEaters to want to hunt them either, so they should be able to avoid them.
If they all exit the same way, thinking around like this, if your teammates secure an exit, you should all go together, and it seems they'll be doing that. So Sundayoung will be forced to reposition. Some bonus money for a CT side looking for their first buy would be fantastic, and he'll be afforded that. Does he switch out for the weapon? Oh, there's a bait situation. Cody's P250 will pay for itself. Might as well fish for a little bit more. He's only got a P250 to protect, so he'll have a go. Nothing doing, though. But DreamEaters, again, it's the only momentum I feel like we've seen has been with them. And they're ready for the next rounds. 4-round lead. They are 5 rounds away from a huge victory. Huge victory over Team Spirit.
Those extra couple kills, though, are a pretty big deal. If not for those kills, like let's say Team Spirit win this round, DreamEaters, unless they get the bomb down, they're likely in a half-buy scenario. So those extra couple kills, it's a big, big difference. DreamEaters looking to take top mids, but first they are going to wait for their teammates to come through the underpass. And Balance is looking pretty aggressive here, wanting to get this pick from Connector. Will he be afforded it? Will there be any nades or anything at all here to stop him?
Look at this timing from Sundayoung. Okay, well, he's looking in the underpass position, but it looks like a very, very frail setup, and it's shown to be so. This is not a good round for Team Spirit. Didn't really have a proper setup. False sense of security, it seems. Sundayoung just walking up. Because as he's walking, they'd waited so long to do that. Doesn't have cover while he does it, but there's still a chance for Team Spirit. There's still a chance. Viat gets taken out in Connector. And now, even with the flashbang, Forrest has put himself in a really awkward position. He can't really help his teammate. Okay, maybe he can. He's found some space, but Chopper's quietly rotated towards the ramp position. And Crad is waiting for a peek with an off angle of some description. Ooh, it really is an off angle. Is this going to pay off for him? Well, he's got the information, turns around immediately. That might have been seen on the def cam. And he needs to run all the way. Cody is standing his ground for the time being. 20 seconds remain. And he's going deep in towards the A-bomb site. Now, Crad's going to get the bomb plant, but how brave does he feel about where he chooses to go after the plants?
One thing that's a really big deal here is that because Cody is so far away, it's actually going to kill quite a bit of the bomb time just getting to the bomb. And with the smoke, oh, that didn't go deep enough, actually. Okay, what is the play for Craddock? He's very low on HP. He needs to be in a very, very good position in terms of it will take a long time for his opponent to check it. Oh, okay, so he's going to actually play over the top of the smoke. Actually, no, he can't quite see. Oh, it's a bit awkward. Now he's very exposed here, James. This is not a great position.
Well, he just saw Cody. He saw him.
Okay, that's good. Tag. Some damage.
Oh, he's come off the bomb as well. But he's got to get back on it, and he is. He's going to run out of bullets. Doesn't matter. He's going to get the kill. Hadosh, there we go. That's a huge round for DreamEaters, and Team Spirit honestly just look like a shell of them former selves. The coach is face palming. He doesn't know what's going on. Neither do I.
Yeah, great performance from Crad there. I was really worried for him because I felt like that position, given his health and everything like that, it was very exposed, but it worked out so well. As you mentioned, get a spot on Coldy coming in, and Coldy had no idea about his position. So it looks like a set piece on the A bomb side is in store. It is an anti-eco, though, and there's a stack on the A side, so could get messy.
If they get their molly out in the shadow position from Palace, that will certainly help. Grenades being primed, grenades being thrown, smokes to isolate positions and limit the crossfires. We've got a peek attempt from 2 CTs on the ramp. You can bounce some grenades off if you have cover, for sure. There's one spotted in CT as well. So Fiat's got a lot of information, but did he forget about the other player? Maybe he's going to get taken out. More pre-fire happening, but trying to shoot 2 players at once. Got to focus on a close guy. Okay then, we only have Forrester remaining. This is a catastrophe for DreamEaters. Such a strong position.
Yeah, I think they tunnel visioned really hard in this round. They didn't call to abort the strat when they had a lot of reasons to suspect that a stack could be at work in this position. Forrester still, though, with an opportunity here. One player, Balance does not have Kevlar, at least. They hit some nice shots here. He's been the players been struggling to to get the kills so far. To be quite the round to wake up, but you won't be able to get anything happening there, James. And I feel like, you know, the set pieces in an anti-eco round, they often can be very risky, because especially if you put a lot of smokes up, pistols can easily run around the smokes, and it gets really weird, and they can take huge risks. And
Kinky was the second player on the ramp, and he had a HE grenade. So, I mean, it depends on the timing. Like, partly you might just want to, you might have more urgency to get onto the site with your teammates in Palace and so on. But he could have had the guy ahead of him hold the angle for a swing, and bounce it off the wall into the corner. I don't know if they saw two players there. Then maybe they would have been more inclined, but. That is, I mean, they've allowed their opponent back into the game, essentially.
Yeah.
Because there was nothing happening for Team Spirit. Now they just picked up a bunch of toys, which will be very helpful. And I think winning a round such as that is just a good boost for your confidence.
Yeah, it's one of those things where, you know, I don't know. I wonder if they misread the money, or if they expected a buy or something like that. Because it's very rare that you see a team go for just an immediate set piece against pistols. I don't know the last time I saw anything like that, actually. So it makes me think that perhaps there was a misread on their buy. Either way, it'll be DreamEaters who are the ones ecoing now. The old P250 eco. Objective is damage. With the lack of utility, bomb plant is unrealistic. And Spans waits for the peak. He's pretty damn good. Gonna connect that one, and this will be over before you know it.
I saw DreamEaters were thinking before the last round, and now they're on P250s. So, I mean, they have to know they're a huge dog in this one as well. So I just wonder where the psychology is, where the psyche is for both these teams at the moment. I really feel like this could be, especially from what we've seen, I think these are very swingy games of Counter-Strike, and this could all of a sudden be in the favor of Team Spirit now. See what Sviat is able to do. We've got a two-man push top mid from Team Spirit, and I think Coldy is pretty deep in apartments. But 5 versus 1, they won't be terribly concerned with the situation. Sviat needs to die, so he's hoping somebody gets curious, but he does need to run out there and be shot. Otherwise, he's only going to have 2650. So don't wait too long. No one's going to push in a 5v1 on an eco round.
There we go.
Thank you.
They're all waiting for you. Everyone's waiting for you.
Get out of that palace.
There we go, indeed. Yes, yes, yes. Team Spirits. Because the odds getting slightly better for them again. DreamEaters. I'm convinced that they misread the buy. I'm convinced. I just don't think they're ever doing a set piece against a pistol round. Yes, I'm still thinking about that round. Kinky on the Mag 10. Everybody else with good weaponry. That said, the Mag 10 has a lot of utility. Depends on the job you give it. Can be quite optimal. If you are the one creating space and jumping around corners for your riflers. And we get some good mid-presence here from Team Spirit. They have all the information at the moment.
This is a better setup. I'm not sure if actually, I mean, there's a chance. I don't think Sophic was there last time. I don't think so. Sometimes you'll see Mihu play that Sophic position with the smoke up on the short area. One to look at in the demos. He's a good person to learn from in terms of CT short play. So we're seeing a lot of slow rounds at the moment. So we've got 2 smokes in mid. One seems to be on that short position and one for the cross, but nothing doing just yet. Team Spirit moving away from their aggressive positions towards mid, and they'll focus on the A bomb site. You see this balance of an angle towards Palace at the moment. So we'll see, well, Krad can't run distraction. He's going towards B, but he's got no grenades. And out they come, charging into the bomb site. Some strafing with the Mac 10 is actually going to work, and Chopper gets taken out, but Kinky's got a bad angle, but so does Sam Da Young, and he'll go down first. there's a chance to plant this bomb, but they better be quick. Actually, they've got no smokes anymore apart from that one. That was the last smoke. It was gone before I looked at the utility, so they can plant the bomb. Disbalance holding down the CT position. Speedak looking towards jungle with the AWP, and only 2 Spirit players remain.
Yeah, this is a really big round to get if they can close it down at this balance. And Coldy coming for them from the CT position. It's going to be very difficult there. Trying to figure out, Coldy was wanting to go for it, I think, for a second there, but they're going to start falling back. They want to save their weaponry. They don't have the best money in the world. It's actually, no, actually, the money's actually very good. Scratch that. Oh, I disbalance, missing a shot. And we haven't often seen him miss pretty much anything. He's been on point. And what a one to miss. That's going to concede the AWP. Again, he will be able to repurchase it, but they'll lose everything. And that is a great position for DreamEaters. They are 13 rounds now, so it feels like there's some life in them yet. They might be able to close this one down if they can keep this momentum going. And I wonder what the response is going to look like. We get a tactical coming out of Spirit. They know what a big deal that round was.
This has to be like a surreal experience for Team Spirit, this whole series. A lot of talking going on their side. It's such a huge opportunity. Really strange spot for Team Spirit, but again, they've got another buy. But will DreamEaters be focused on the monetary situation for the CTs? Will they be expectant? And Mac 10 did a lot more than is reasonable in this round.
Yeah, really
especially the duel with Chopper, that was bizarre. But
that was
I
crazy.
think just it's indicative of how this kind of series has gone from the Team Spirit perspective. 4-round lead for the T side, very, very well equipped. And we've got 4 scopes, 3 AUG for Team Spirit. Disbalance not spotted coming out of the window, but he misses another shot. That should have been a sitter for him. An early 5 versus 4, and this is going to be quite problematic for Team Spirit to deal with.
Yeah, this is quite a strange game. Forrest is still on 4 kills, James, which is kind of crazy. DreamEaters have 13 rounds, but nice boost there from Coldy. Good team play from him and Sophic to try to get that get something going for the team. Kinky's been making some inroads in towards the B apartments in the meanwhile, and there's maybe a window of opportunity for him to get some aggression going there, whilst his teammates start to rotate towards the A-bomb side. You've got Sviat still controlling middle, looking to see if anyone's pushing deep, and he is actually going to be correct here. How long will he hold this angle for? Of course, just looking away at the wrong moment, but it's still going to work out for him. Oh my, he's going to let Sophic pass here. How long is he going to let him pass for?
Oh no!
Oh no, he's absolutely ballsed it up. Sophic will go down, but that should have been a free kill for him. He tried to get too much, James. Perhaps he was too greedy.
That's a funky peek, which gives enough information for DreamEaters moving in towards the B bomb site. Enough data was seen on the kill cam with the bomb going into the apartments, but the rotation's been slow, and Cody's got a few more seconds on his own, but he needs to be found. Only 2 HP for Forrest, so what a weird situation. Beautiful shot from Speedak, and it's working out. How? But the time on the clock, Cody, 1 versus 1 now. Where is Speedak? There he is. What a crazy round. Playing for the information, things got mad awkward, but here they are with 2 rounds to go.
Oh my god.
It's wild.
I gotta say that play is so greedy, because when someone walks top mid, it's really unlikely that someone's gonna be right behind them. You know, it's so you're really it's a risky one, man. It's a super risky one.
I feel like a blind man on a roller coaster. I just have no idea what direction we're going in.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it. It's very difficult. It is very difficult. Okay, so tactical pause again from Team Spirit. Oh my god. This is a great little boost. Yeah, that's beautiful from Cody. Great execution as well. Oh my god, that's Viats, man.
It's unlucky, it's unlucky. It's unlucky. But what a crazy situation on the B-bomb side. I know how that feels. There are plenty of highlights of me doing things like that.
Well,
but
you're not in a team
worse.
competing for the major, James.
I know, that's why it makes me feel better.
Right. Well, it's 14-9, so DreamEaters is definitely feeling better that they managed to convert that. But it's double orbs here for Team Spirit. This is all or nothing, James. If they lose this round, they are done. And they have no utility to work with in this round as well.
They have AWP on Coldy. We'll see how Kinky deals with these angles. Yeah, he knows how to deal with them. He must have seen Coldy, surely. Kinky's almost never got grenades, I feel like. He's got no utility to force him from the angle, but he's got the sound cues, and Cody's just told him that he's conceded his position. So that's he's going to reset with a different one. So we'll see what happens over there. So the T's have been seen relatively deep towards apartments, but Cody has got a good angle if he assumes that no one's made their way to the other side already. What do DreamEaters do elsewhere? Now, at this point, I do start to wonder if they're going to start being afraid to lose as opposed to playing to win, or maybe it'll be made easier with the crab walk from Chopper, someday soon to fall as well. 2 players on the B bomb site now. Sotfik deep on short will be spotted. They know Cody was there. So this balance is alone towards the A bomb site, and it's DreamEaters moving towards B, it seems, which has been abandoned. So it's an all-in from Team Spirit towards A. I don't know if Sviat will hear anything from his position. Well, going down in that position will certainly help. It might keep Spirit there for longer, but I can't imagine they go for a retake, all things considered.
All right, this is looking really good. They're going to have to go for the full save, of course, so this round is forfeited by Team Spirit. And DreamEaters, they look like they're doing it. I just don't want to call it, you know, but it looks like they are. I mean,
it's not that way all series, though.
I mean, I agree. It does feel like there is something a little bit muted about Team Spirit's play, and that like psychologically that they are not quite 100%.
Rank 26 versus rank 72.
Oh, that ranking might
be. It's like a
change.
wild card upset in tennis. Score an even Isevic tier for the older ladies and gentlemen.
Well, there it is.
Match point. They've got a lot of match point DreamEaters. I can't see how Spirit can turn this around. We haven't really seen any hints of that so far. And now they've got to win 6 rounds in a row.
Yep, it's not a good look. At least they have guns to fight with. And last round they had no utility. This round they'll be able to fill up on utility mostly. Still lacking, but it will do. Speedak fast there towards the mid pressure. You see the classic cat smoke, the Molotov in connector, and all of that. And we got 3 players in the underpass here, in the underpass stairs. No aggression there from the CTs though. Perhaps they were expecting as such. And a more passive position with the AWP of Coldy in the B apartments. He's yet to catch anyone, but maybe this is the round. It's looking like it could be a possibility if Sviat's going to continue pushing there, but... Oh. Oh, no.
You don't... All right, then. There's a wry smile from Sviat. What does that mean? I wonder if Team Spirit will overthink. What does it mean? I heard a smoke. I don't know where it is. What does it mean? Some funky strat's about to happen.
Oh, God.
Well, at least they have one of the 2 AWPs towards the A bomb site. Team Spirit. Only a lurker and Forrester. 45 seconds for DreamEaters. No more lurker towards B. Not boosting towards the window just yet. And let's not forget, there is a rail outside the window where you can just place somebody and move in a little later on. And Team Spirit getting curious. Sotfik now having a look towards the balcony, and Cody's gone deep on short, so he can try and defend connector. 28 seconds, and DreamEaters are really running their own clock down. They're getting picked off. They're not really using their utility either. Look at all the grenades they're not using. The HE is going to be quite a meaty one. So again, are they getting afraid to lose at this point, playing it super, super slow? Maybe reading desperation, not working out that way. No frags for DreamEaters in this round. Are they starting to choke you on that? They don't need to hunt for Speedak with the money they've got to Spirit. Use a grenade. There we go. They know how to use utility. 10 rounds for Spirit. 5 rounds isn't that much. Easy to say when you're not the person who needs to win every round, but I feel like DreamEaters are a little nervous now.
Oh yeah, I mean, the smoke was a dead giveaway right there. Just throwing the smoke at the ground. Definitely a sign of nerves. Definitely a sign of the pressure. They know that they are in a position. 1 round, they've managed to get 15. They just need 1 more. And they've won the series against Team Spirit, which would be an upset. Maybe I mean, as you said, they know that they're underdogs in this one. And that's a great start for Riders Balance there. A faster approach after just getting crushed, playing it too slow. And I agree, the fast pace is good, but they are getting smashed here. 3 versus 5 now as they have lost so much, just gaining position at deep on catwalk. And how do you recover this one? Coldy is ready for this. Oh, this balance is even readier.
Is it too early to call overtime?
Maybe. Maybe.
Can't do anything about nerves sometimes. They are what they are. We're all human. Mostly. Well then. 2 rounds in a row where Spirit will survive with almost all their players. And DreamEaters look to be in an eco situation. I guess Fiat maybe will try to save in the Palace, although there's a lot of time on the clock. But I wouldn't be surprised if he just hides around the corner, this next corner. I like this place to save as a, well, just to save because you've got 2 quick engagements on either side and points to potentially fall back.
I did like the round selection from DreamEaters. I think, you know, going aggressive or going very fast-paced is generally going to be good for them, but they got kind of smashed, so that kind of sucks for them.
This is a good time for them to talk about playing their game and playing to win.
Yeah, it does. I am a bit afraid for them because, I mean, you saw it in that slow round, right? That it's like, it's one of those spots where everyone's a bit too afraid. It's too much fear. Fear is the mind killer.
Spirit hunting, but they will not find.
You must kill fear lest it kill you.
Okay, we need to see what kind of situation they're in now. I think it's a 1 AWP kind of situation. As long as they are able to make sure there's no flank somewhere or have the information by one of their teammates getting fragged, and maybe they can do something. There's a lot of jiggling going on, which isn't really working. That's been I feel like we've seen a lot of less than ideal, like inefficient jiggling for information. Not just in this map, but I feel like in this whole minor, there's been a lot of jiggle punishes where some flashes could be used on occasion. That's been one thing which has stuck out to me. So you can see Sviat is using, he's using his teammates as decoys to move into a position. Maybe a cheeky frag could be had around the connector area, or perhaps a boost in mid looking towards short or looking towards the window. There's a lot of different things that you could do with AWP. And it's all about the AWP, really. Indeed, Sviat is by that connector position. At some point, he's going to find a CT peeking. They can't all hold off angle. Someone's got to keep an eye on what's going on. And this is one of the boosts I was thinking about. And now, Sophic may have got himself into a spot of trouble. He's given his position away, and there is the frag. So maybe an opening. However, the player who was lurking in B-apps has been taken out. But DreamEaters aren't really in a position to capitalize anyway. They need to find more than that one frag.
Might be a gun to be collected potentially. I'm not sure. Speedak is the one in position there. Chopper's close here. Oh, the Deagle. If that connected, there would be serious opportunity on this A bomb site. But instead, it still looks under control for Team Spirit. Sviat's going to have to hit some pretty nice shots. And Team Spirit not going to need to peek them at all. So, yeah, Speedak does go for the gun, but he'll get punished for that maneuver. And this AWP is not long for this world, I don't think.
There we go. Time to start swarming. They're lining up in the worst way, though, as they move towards the bomb site. 2 AWPs already for Team Spirit, so they don't really gain too much from that. Sviat, of course, will have 2,600 for this round. So, again, we've got a handicap situation for DreamEaters in a sense. They're not going to have a full buy. They kind of need to buy in this round, then maybe eco the next one, and have a full buy in the last round. So I feel like there's a very reasonable chance that we head to overtime.
Yep. And I mean, we've had so many so far, and it would just feel normal at this point. Feel normal.
See the effect of that flashbang from the triple position. Stops the push from top to top mid by the T side. Good one to know. Help your mid players out if you're an A player. Teamwork makes the dream work and all that. Well, we have Sviat on a Deagle. I mean, he could pick up a rifle, either from a fallen teammate or otherwise. But what are DreamEaters going to do elsewhere? Again, these rounds have really almost ground to a halt. Limited on grenades, and the huddle heads towards the A-bomb site with Kinky in the apartments from now. You can hear the player deep on shorts. So again, he could move into the mid position. He could go for a late rotation if they execute and plant for short. go for that VP strat, which was, I think, being looked for in the first pistol round when there was a late rotation. And now Crad will head towards top mid. He actually has grenades this time.
Pretty spread out. It's going to be a worrisome task here. They need to get these entries working. Here they go into the bomb site. Idis Balance is playing in front of the smoke here. He's been absolutely deadly. Speedak takes down Chopper, so there you go. That's what they needed. They needed that opening kill. However, Idis Balance has free reign on this bomb site. There's nothing to stop him sniping down, nothing obscuring his vision, and they are being slow about this. And there is 20 seconds to get this bomb down or get the kills to win the round. And here, there goes Sum Young able to pick off Speedak. And there's the bomb going down, so there is that. The 4 versus 4 retake commences.
Crad's in the middle of mid. He's got himself a weird angle, and Team Spirit are road. There's still 2 players standing on the B bomb site. Topic's only now jumping through the market, so he's been forced to rotate the long way, and this is really killing a lot of time. All 4 players have defuse kits for Team Spirit. We can see Coldy with the AWP looking through connector for the time being, so that might have a part to play a little later on. There's Sum Young with the AWP shot. Now we've got a 2 versus 2, but the bomb so far ticks. Is there even time to defuse it? Crad's got to go for the reload, and he's going to take one straight in the face from Sum Young. That is a really clutch retake for Team Spirit. Horrible position for them, long rotation, but just in time. They'll get the frag, but the last man just stopped in the wrong spot. Just stopped right in the crosshairs of the player on toll booth. He's just wide swing and focus on the guy defusing the bomb there.
That was a close one, and it's back to the half buy. And you never know, James. Sometimes it's these rounds that that do it for you, especially in situations like this, because you as the T's are not thinking that maybe you're going to be able to even win this round, but you actually have the CZs, you got the smokes. You got the flashbangs. Maybe the fearlessness of the pistols will allow them to get over the hump. We'll have to see.
Somebody asked me on Twitter the other day if I'd recommend somebody other than Zipex to watch demos of, who would it be? And I said Olafmeister. And one example, if you see the way he peeks around that position, he knows when he's showing somebody on toll booth. So you'll see him crouching in a spot like that, especially while the reload is going. 2 players remain for DreamEaters in this eco. 1 player remains. So have a look at Olafmeister and Mirage and just see his general approach. Obviously, there's time pressure there if someone's defusing the bomb, but he pretty much stopped in a place where if he's being peeked, he's going to get shot in the face. I don't even think his gun was ready to shoot. But here we are, 1 more round in it. DreamEaters, it is now or maybe later, but they ideally want it to be now. But again, are they going to be afraid to win? Or afraid to lose, rather than playing to win? I guess they equates to the same.
Difficult times, difficult times. Oh, wow, that's a lot of notes.
Don't hesitate.
Show me your notes.
Ooh, is this some kind of flowchart, maybe?
Yeah, what's going on there?
Well, you might have
can we zoom in on that?
Notes on... We shouldn't do that. We might have some notes on the habits of players, what they like to do, just a little refresher. Maybe it's their own strats. Where's the Virtus Pro strat? Smokes on A, lurker in B, pop out the window, go towards short. Let's do it.
All right, here we go. It's a full buy at the very least. And Team Spirit, they have been trailing for quite some time. Can they complete the comeback? They have a fast approach here towards connector and towards A ramp. Honestly, this looks a lot better for DreamEaters. Let's see if they can actually get the entries that they need to shut this round down and win the series.
They've only got 2 smoke grenades, so if they're going for some kind of A play, it's not going to be what you normally expect. Crad going to be shot from connector. Awkward position for Sviat, but he makes his way in to a headshot, of course. But Speedak will trade the position. Chop over a huge headshot there. 3 versus 3. We've got lots of clutch duels around the map, and there's some help from Speedak. You don't really want to go that deep out of Palace, ideally, but needs must. 2 versus 2. Smokes are up, and Kinky will try to cross. There isn't too much cover. Speedak is really doing some crazy work here. Grenades towards the default spot. They're both on site now. Speedak's completely changed his position. I don't think Cody's got any idea. He's almost going towards CT at this spot. 1 versus 2. Smokes are up. And that is going to invite some variance. Really tough spot for him. He can't see much of anything. There's a player on default taken out. There's a trade for Speedak. And just in the last round, DreamEaters will make it work.
Impressive stuff. They managed to get it done. And you're completely right, James. Speedak went into overdrive to make that one work, and the whole squad's out. The whole squad's here. Fantastic work from DreamEaters. The underdogs make it happen against Team Spirit. It wasn't supposed to be this way, but they forced their will.
I have to say, Matt, huge credit to Speedak. It's such a risk. Ideally, you want your Orca in Palace, or whoever's in Palace. You don't want him coming out and swinging wide. Obviously, there's only 2 players left there, but he just really made that round happen for his team. That was really awesome stuff. But what is Team Spirit? They did not show up today. That was, I don't know what to say. They were just missing from the beginning. Never really got into gear. Again, they ranked so far further up the table than their opponent, but they did not show that at all today.
Yeah, it's definitely a struggle. Obviously the team has undergone some changes here or there, so perhaps that's they're still struggling to make those adjustments, and it's created some holes in their game. But DreamEaters were here, they were hungry, they were passionate, and it's hard not to love that they get to win this series.
The better team on a day absolutely won that series. I think that is undeniable. Huge props to them. Congratulations, and it is time for the panel. Over to you, Alex. What do you guys think of that series?
Echo a lot of the same sentiments. Thanks very much. That's James Bardoff and DDK. They'll be back with the next series when we get there. But for now, I'm here with Chad Birchall and Jacob Winokur to break it down. You may know them as Sponge and Pimp. The Spongy Pimp.
Yeah, it's a pretty good combination, I guess. One of the best you can have out there.
I'd say
but
so.
People may not have noticed when that game ended and we just had the shots of them all hugging. Some guys from Fours came and jumped in there at the end because they wear the same colored jerseys, just black and red. So some people may have missed that little detail. Little, the coach of Fours, was in there giving them a hug too. So I guess that means a lot to this team when you consider they came into this tournament as definitely not one of the favorites, and they knocked out one of the favorites in 4th place.
Yeah, I would definitely agree. I mean, and on the other side, you have Spirit, right? A team that came into this tournament being not the biggest favorites, that was still Force, right? But at least the 2nd biggest favorites coming into it. I expected more out of them. I'm sure they themselves expected more out of them. So they got to be disappointed with this showing. It wasn't even, it was competitive on Mirage, right? But it should have been closed out a little bit quicker. So, yeah.
It certainly should. We actually have an opportunity now to hear from your champions. It is none other than Seuss Mixley on the stage.
Thank you very much, as always. Congratulations, guys. You guys survived elimination. And personally for you, Sviat, 1 year ago at the Minor, Team Spirit were the ones to knock you out when you were on Pro 100. So how does it feel to be able to get revenge?
It's really cool. I'm really excited. I mean, they defeat us like 16-3 last year. I mean, defeat me with Prosto. So it's really cool to beat them like 2-0 by maps. And I mean, it was hard for us, but we do it like confidence. I mean, it's all. That's all.
It was a 2-0, but that second map started to look a little bit dangerous. It almost felt like yesterday when you were almost beating Simon, you were up 14-10, then they came back. Were you nervous a similar situation could happen today?
Yeah, it was happened today, but we paused, we think about it, and we tell in TeamSpeak chill, all right, we can do it, don't think about win, only play this round, only this, and we win.
Do you think that was the problem yesterday on Dust 2 and Train against Simon? Do you think you were just thinking about winning too much?
I think, yeah, we just
Okay, I guess we just lost very many rounds, like important rounds for economy and for already win. I mean, we just nervous because we really lost very much rounds like this. That's all.
Then does that mean you want the chance to get revenge on Simon, or do you want to play Fours?
It's not like I want to play against someone especially, but I guess for just win Simon, and we will beat Simon. Revenge Simon, yes.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much, guys, for sharing your thoughts. Back to you guys at the desk.